This is Ravi. We are discussing about the topic called comparison operation in Django. This is the one of the comparison operation used in this every programming languages. Like they're given in the subtitle like equals to, not equals to, less than, greater than, equals to, less than or equals to. In the given way, we'll explain the overview of the templates. Let's see what are the comparison operations we can see in the overview of our templates. Let over the introduction of this comparison operator. Comparison operators are the fundamental tools in programming language, and that allows you to compare the values. That will allow you to compare the value but which if A is equals to B, if A not equals to B, if A is greater than B, if he assign A is equals to 10 and B is assign equals to 12, if we compare the operators, in this will include not equal A not equals to B and A is less than B and B is greater than A. In this way, we'll comparison operator. In the Django, these operators are used extensively in the both back-end logical and front-end logical. In this like comparison operator is used in both back-end framework and front-end framework. And what are the comparison operators are includes like is not equals to. This is a symbol which is not equals to used in this programming language, and less than and equals to, less than or equals to, or less than or equals to, or less than or equals to, greater than or equals to. Let's take overview of all these comparison operators. Like, first of all, in this equal to comparison operator, we need to know about the syntax of for this equal to operators. Let's see if a equals to b, a is equals to b, else a is not equals to b. In this syntax says that if we use in the C language, the syntax for the if else loop is if a is equals to b, then it will execute a is equals to b. If not, it goes to the else option. A is not equals to b. It will produce the output of a is not equal to. If we write let us take an example like if you write in a program in this way in the Python language, if a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 10, what will it return? It returns the response of HTTP A is equals to B. Such that if we write B is equals to 12 and A is equals to 10, then it writes that A is not equals to B. In the same way, we'll use another comparison operator not equals to. We'll use the exclamatory equator and is equals to a symbol for this syntax. In this, we'll use if A not equals to B, same as, but the symbols will be changes. If A not equals to B, if in the same example, if you given if A is equals to 10, B is equals to 10, say put the example in this. If A is equals to 10, then 10 is not equals to B. Then 10 is not equals to b, then it is right a is not equals to b. Else uh, if it is a is equals to 10, b is equals to 10, then it is goes to the else option. A is not is equals to b. Same way in this default check not equals to and request, if in the Python program it defines the check not equals to. If a is equals to 10, b is equals to 10, then it returns the if a is equals to 10, b is equals to 10, it says that a is not equals to b, then it will respond as a is equals to b. If we put b is equals to 10, then it returns the response will be a is equals to b. In the same way, less than or equals to operator. In this less than operator, same way. In this, if we change that if is equals to or less is equal not equals to changes. If we use if a less than b, then a is less than b. Else a is not less than b. See, this is a syntax for this less than or equals to operator. In the same way, the program is written in this. If a is equals to 10, b is equals to 20. If we in this above example, if we in this sees that it returns the output as a is less than b because 10 is less than 20, so it returns the output as a is less than b. If we write a is 20 and b is 10, it returns the response as a is not less than b. Same way, less than or equals to. In this we says that if we write this is the syntax for this. If a less than or equals to b, a returns the output as a less than or equals to b. If the equation not obtained, then it goes to else option, else else part. If a is not less than or equal to b, in this program, if we write a is equals to 10, b is equals to 10, it returns the output as, because it is equal to operator. So less than or equal to is there, so it returns output as a is less than or equals to b. If we write uh, b is 12, b is 12, it returns output as a is less than or equals to b. If we write a is 20 and a is 20 and b is 11, mean it returns output as a is not less than or equals to b. In the same way, greater than syntax, if a greater than b, then it returns output as a is greater than b, else it is a is not greater than b. This is the syntax for this greater than loop. In the same way, they what if we in the, let's see in the example, if a is equals to 20 and b is equals to 10, if a greater than b, if the 20 is greater than 10, it is output as a is greater than b. If we put the example with b is 20 and a is 10, it is output a is not greater than b. Then greater than or equal to, in this greater than or equal to equation, if a is greater than or equals to b, then a is greater than or equals to b, else a is not greater than or equals to b. This is the syntax for this greater than or equals to. If we see, let us see in the example, if a is equals to 20 and b is equals to 20, then we returns the output as a is greater than or equals to, if it produces a equal to b. If it is so, it returns the output as a equals to b. If you write b is equals to b is equals to 30 also, it will produce a is greater than or equal to b. If we write a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 20, it returns the output as a is not greater than or equals to b. And these are the comparison operators we used in this uh, Django Django subject. And I think it may helpful for you for some of the exams. Thank you.